guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is AletavDiary. So this will be a recap of the last 3 weekends, including this one. So here we are back at the swimming lessons. This was her fourth swimming lessons. This was on her December the 2nd. She did pretty good for the most part. They were supposed to be basically working on her kind of laying on her back and floating. So she did pretty good. Afterwards, we did the same old, same old. I changed her, gave her a teething cookie in the car, brought her home, gave her a bath, washed her hair, and then put her on some clothes just so she could basically crawl around. I meal prepped as well, as always, and I believe her dad came over so he could hold her while I meal prepped. This was December the 4th. She had her 9-month-old appointment. She was 17 pounds, 12 ounces. I was really happy because this particular appointment, all she got done was like an iron poke. So they tested her hemoglobin, and then I talked to the nurse practitioner who we always see. We never really actually see her actual pediatrician. It's always the nurse practitioner. But I told her about the extra hole in her ear, and so she did say that it was an ear pit. Hers is pretty unique just because most of them, they're in the right ear on the outside, and hers is in her inner left ear. So, but she did say it is nothing to be worried about. Sometimes they actually close up and sometimes they don't. So it basically really depends. But yeah, she is doing great. She's really healthy, and luckily this time she got no shots. But next time she does get her shots, which should be on her birthday, but I actually scheduled the appointment to be the day after her birthday just because I feel like, who wants to get shots on their birthday, whether she knows that it's her birthday or not. I just didn't want her to get shots on her birthday. So this particular clip I put in there because I was on my way to get her. I had just got off of work and I was on my way to get her. And in this particular moment, I just happened to be really happy that I got stopped by the train because I thought to myself, I'm always rushing work, go get her, go home and cook and clean and feed her. But I'm happy that the train kind of slowed me down to kind of say like, hey, enjoy this time, enjoy your days, enjoy the rushing, and just enjoy it and just kind of like stop and smell the roses if you get my drift. So I just wanted to put that little clip in there. This was actually her fifth swimming lessons, and oh my goodness, I'm so happy that I thought this was her last swimming lesson. This was on December the 9th, and I thought this was her last swimming lessons, and so I went up to her instructor and I asked her like, hey, isn't she supposed to get a certificate? And she said, well, yeah, that's the very last session, which will be next week. And I'm so happy that I asked about that certificate because I did not know that she had another swimming lesson after this one. So I'm really happy I asked. They were supposed to be working on floating. Since Maverick was the oldest, it's just going to take some time. Afterwards, my stepmom said that Santa Claus was in the parlor, even though I don't plan on telling her that there is a Santa Claus. I don't want her believing in that. We still went so she could take a look at him and take a picture. Oh yeah, and so she is back. Or not back, but she is now eating solids. So I made her some fish and some strawberries and oranges, and she's been eating that, and she's been loving it too. Oh, so I put this clip in there because y'all, after I got off of work one day, there was a chicken in my mom's yard. But anyways, so this was her last swimming lessons, and she didn't end up floating. Her instructor says that it takes a lot of trust. So I actually plan on getting in there with her next time because I want her to float. She did get her certificate. There it goes. And I noticed that all of the certificates were kind of just laid out on like a table, and they were all getting very wet. So I just want to say, do better. YMCA, do better. So we actually went to Craft afterwards to celebrate. Well, not really to celebrate. My sister wanted coffee, but we ended up kind of just adding a little celebration in for Maverick because it was her last swimming lessons and she did graduate. She got her little certificate, so we bought her that little ice cream. Luckily, my sister's girlfriend had some cash on her. So she got her ice cream. And after that, we actually went shoe shopping. So the thing about this particular, I don't know, experience is so my mom already has or had a pair of shoes for her at her house, okay? And I ended up buying this pair that my mom wanted that I didn't too much care for. And my sister bought her this pair of sparkly silver Vans that I also didn't too much care for. But I mean, I had a moment where I kind of got really annoyed, and this was a moment of growth for me because I kind of, I don't know, like it was a moment where like I was really grateful that my mom was willing to go and buy her shoes, but I don't know, I didn't like any of the shoes they were picking out, and I had to stop and think and just say, Jasmine, it doesn't matter. Your daughter is going to grow up, she's going to have her own style, and I said to myself that I can actually end up getting my own pair of shoes for her as well. So, they can have the shoes that they want her to wear when she's with them, just like my sister Crystal said, and then I can have my pair that I want her to wear with me. I'm really particular about what Maverick wears just because I want it to be tasteful. I don't know if it's a mom thing, but I'm very, very particular, and my mom's style is not mine. Like, I wanted her to have these black Reeboks with some pink stripes, and my mom was like, well, we don't want black shoes. And I'm just like, I'm glad my sister's girlfriend said, like, like she kind of emphasized, like, hey, it's not about what you think, is really should have been about what I thought, but I didn't end up getting my own pair just because this was another thing. I felt like if my sister bought a pair and then I bought the pair that my mom wanted, I just felt like, okay, she's not even walking yet, and now she had 3 pairs of shoes. So I kind of just didn't get her the pair of shoes that I wanted. I kind of just said, okay, well, when she is kind of done with the pair of shoes that she's got right now, all 3 of them, I'll probably go like with her godmom and pick out her next pair of shoes and just tell them like, hey, like I want to pick out her next pair, just because I just think right now she has 3 pairs of shoes, and like I said, she's even walking. It makes no sense, but yeah, so that is it. That's kind of the recap. That's what's been going on. Today is December the 16th. Sorry, but that shoe clip and her graduating and everything and her 6 swimming lessons, that all happened December the 16th today. So I'll put that clip in there. But yeah, that is it. Nothing else to really inform y'all on. Oh, well, I did do something really, crazy with my hair. So you guys will actually see that in my next video. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.